And it's so this will be just a private session. It will go on my YouTube, but we're going and go on as unlisted. Um, and yeah, I'm gonna go. If you want to turn your cameras off at this stage, that's fine, because I'm gonna turn off my camera because my laptop seems to work best when I'm not on screen. So if you want to turn off your cameras, feel free. It's up to you, but I will be turning off my camera. So I will share my screen now. So most of you know about, should have a Pinterest account. Oops, where am I? Most of you guys should have a Pinterest account. And guys, one of the things I want you to do is make sure you're making notes. So when you bring your team members on, you can get them. The first thing they need to do, apart from setting up their Shopify site, like buying their domain, as soon as they buy their domain, they know their name, they need to open up Pinterest. And the reason why they need to open up Pinterest is because they need to start aging the account. Aging the account just means you need to start having it for like 3 months at least before all the features are open and available to you. So at the moment you join somebody to ECX Academy and they start setting up their Shopify site, they need to open up a Pinterest account and create a Pinterest business account. They don't need to do anything else other than just create the name, and they don't need to add pins or anything to it. Just create the name, and maybe share it to a few people so people can start liking. It doesn't have to have pins on it, but they don't need to do anything. They just need to start aging it, because by the time they've completed Shopify, the setup of Shopify and even Etsy, because you will eventually start driving traffic to Etsy using Pinterest as well. As soon as you start doing that, everything will get connected and you'll start, aging the account. So a few things that I want to go through, and guys, do drop in the chat box any questions and I will come and look at them every now and then. So when you have your account, you get your page. I'm using my daughter's one for now because there's a few things I want to set up anyway, and I can do that with you guys. So you come onto your business hub. We start with the first tab, business, which is your business hub and your home feed. So your home feed is this page, and it will just show you what you have listed currently on your home feed. So if you haven't posted anything, there won't be anything on there. That's fine. And if you have posted, it will be listed here. The main page you want to go to when you start is your business hub, and that's going to give you all your information that you need on the performance of how your Pinterest are doing. So your ads, etc. How is that all doing? How is your post, whether they're organic or not? How are they actually doing? So you will be presented with this screen. So guys, when you first start your Pinterest, you're going to be asked if you want to become a verified merchant. And once you start using it, this will automatically happen. Do not panic when you get the needed attention, catalog needs attention, and there's a list of errors. We all get them. We all get these, and it's really nothing to worry about. So you will get verified eventually. It's just a few things that you need to make sure that you are doing. So in your legals, your policies on Shopify, you need to make sure that all your brackets that have instructions for you to insert or delete have been removed, and that your email is in there, your store name is in your legals, and make sure that it's reading correctly. You might want to change a few paragraphs around. Don't delete it, but just so it doesn't look like it's the standard one. Now, if ECX, we have the same legal, so you might want to switch it up a little bit because there's quite a lot of us using the same wording. So that's why it's always being flagged up as plagiarism, because it's bots that's going through it. So you just might want to go in there and just change a few things around. Don't delete anything, just make sure it still makes sense, but maybe put a paragraph above or below each other, switch them up a little bit, but make sure it still reads and make sense. The age domain one is if you just started, you need to have your domains at a certain minimum requirement, which is about 3 months. And don't have so many pop-ups coming up on your website. And I know some of the apps that we use do have the pop-ups, so you need to make sure you deactivate those pop-ups, so they're not flagging, because Pinterest doesn't like the pop-ups. And nor does, if you're going through the training, Chris and Joey and Lavinia always say take off the pop-ups as well. So make sure your website is correct. You can go and appeal it, but frankly, I wouldn't really bother, because it gets reviewed automatically anyway, every so often, and it will, once you start meeting those targets, once you've done that, it will just automatically become verified. Okay, so I know people like stressing, oh, I'm not verified, what do I need to do? Don't stress about that. As long as you can create your ads, promote your ads, you should be fine. Okay, so this will tell you how many monthly viewers you're getting, how many followers. You don't need a lot of followers. Don't think that you've got to go and follow everybody. You really don't need a lot of followers to get views, because when you start promoting, it will go out and find your people for you. What you do need to do, one of the first things you do need to do is look at your tags. So your tags is like your pixels. Is it going to take me there? Nope. Okay, we'll go and look at the tags in a minute. But you need to make sure your tags are all set up and correct. Before we go off this page, let me just finish. So this will also give you your impressions over a certain period of time, how many people saved, your outbound clicks. So you want to see how many people are moving from Pinterest and going over to your site in any specific time. And this is just a real brief highlight, and it tells you about your top pins and your top ads, and it will give you some recommendations. Now, your recommendations is what Pinterest advises you to do, so you can increase your conversions, but it's totally up to you if you want to do that or not. I've tried some in the past and I haven't really seen much of a difference, but it's worth seeing what they're suggesting, and at least trying it out to see if it works for you or not. And then you want to see how much money you're spending and see the increase over the time, and see if that's actually making a difference in your campaign. Okay. Okay, so we're going to go on to, where is it? To conversion. I'm going to switch straight to conversions. So in conversions, this is where you're going to have your Pinterest tag. And I'm just going to switch, because I've recently changed it. It will tell you what you're currently viewing. Just like Facebook, you can create multiple ad accounts, and each ad account will have its own Pinterest tag. So this is the tag. This is your pixel, basically. Pinterest calls it tags, but this is your pixel that is going to track all your events. It's going to track all your visitors. And this is what we need to then, if we want to do targeting, we can see what type of people are coming and the visitors, etc. So it's really important, after you've created your Pinterest account, or after you set up your Shopify account, come over here, create your Pinterest tag. Now you can create that in Shopify. When you download the app, it will just follow the steps and it will do that for you, or you can come directly in here and then it will connect Shopify and then you'll get your tag. What you want to make sure is that this part is enabled. So if your one's not enabled, go ahead and enable it. And you want to make sure that you've got this number in Pixel Tracker, because Pixel Tracker is what we use in ECX to also track our audience and our behaviors. And then here you will get to start seeing, once you start generating, your analytics from who's watching, the page views, add to carts, initiations. So then you can start driving your target audience. Okay. And then you have all the different things here. You've got your health, you've got your test events if you want to test events, and you've got some upload files if that's what you want to do. If you want to do your upload files, if you're not sure how to do that, if you need to do it, make sure you speak to one of your Pinterest ad managers that probably would have contacted you when you've created an account, and you can ask them how to do that. That's something I've never done and I've not needed to do that. So if you think that is something you need to do, it's best to speak to them and they will be able to guide you and do that. Okay. So I'm not going to spend time going into creating pins and ads unless you guys need me to, but I think you guys are quite confident in creating pins and ads. So drop me a number 7 if you need me to create, show you how to create a pin or create an ad. Drop a number 7 in the chat. Okay, I don't see 7, so I'm taking that you guys know how to do that, which is fantastic. So we're going to quickly look at the analytics side, and then I'm going to create an audience for you guys, and that's how we're going to do retargeting. So it's important to come into your analytics at least once a day or once every other day, especially if you're running ads, just to make sure that your ads are performing. So regardless if you're running the £1 ad or your free 33 campaign ad, come in here and look to see if it's performing correctly, and you can switch them off or you can keep them going. So make sure you get accustomed to your analytic overview. And this is one way to kind of quickly look at it if you're in a rush. If you've got a bit more time, I'm going to show you how to read the reports. So this just tells you, you know, your top performing boards, your organic pins and your paid pins, and you can even promote directly from this page, which at the beginning, this is what I was using to assess what my store is doing. I would look at the impressions, I would see what was giving me the best impressions organically, and then I will start promoting them. So I don't really have anything that's organic that's really doing fantastically well, but when I'm looking for anything that is 4 figures and above, organically, and then I will start promoting it. Okay, and you don't, trust me guys, these figures are quite low compared to my other site. So it's once you start populating your Pinterest account, these will actually naturally come to you, these figures. Okay, and this just tells you can filter it and play around with, and you know, see the genders and whatever you need to look at. That information you're going to need is when you want to do your retargeting. If you want to retarget females, you want to retarget at a certain age, you want to see what your gender currently is and who is looking at what. So this information, don't skip over this information, guys. This information is really valid research for when you want to target your people. Okay, and you have other ways of cutting up the pins: standard pins, product pins, idea pins, video pins, or this has got everything. So you can make sure you definitely play around, definitely dig into this page and understand your numbers, because everybody's numbers are different, but the way we read them is impressions. That's people who clicked on it and who looked at it. The engagement is people who've engaged in the post, so they clicked on it, and then this is your total audience, and then your total engaged audience. So those are the people actually did something with the ad that was in front of them. So make sure you actually really get into your numbers, okay? Again, with your audience size. So this is what we want to look at first when we want to create our audiences. We want to see what type of audience are we looking for. So from this one, you can see it breaks it down into the categories for you, and you can really filter and see your total audience, engaged audience. Again, make sure you dig deep into your ones, because everyone's going to be different. But these tell us what kind of keywords are most people looking at. And these are the keywords you're going to want to know. So if anything above 2 is quite a good keyword to have. So, and it tells you the percentage of people, of the audiences that are looking for that particular keyword. It's really great breakdown of also your audience. So people looking at this site are really between 18 to 35. That's my highest audience, people that's looking at this currently. So I would want to be targeting those type of people because they're naturally looking at it already. On my other side is more people in the 35 to 49 bracket are looking. But as you can see here, people 45 are not really, like I've only got 5%, less than 5%. So they're not really looking at this type of site. So you really want to know who's your audience is so you can start putting products out, whether it's Etsy or Shopify. You want to make sure you're being putting out the right content for that demographic. Okay, and as you can see, it's mostly female as well. So now I've got all of that information, I can now create my audiences. You can also look at your country. So these are my top countries, actually quite low on this site with UK and United States, like around 10%, which is not that much. But Canada seems to be loving this website, and Australia seems to like this website as well. So those are the places I should really focus my target audience to, that site, as well as United Kingdom and United States, if I want to increase my presence in those places. So we're going to go over into ads, and we're going to actually go down into audiences. Let me know if I'm going too fast, guys, because I can't see your faces. So let me know if I'm going fast or if I need to repeat anything, and I'm happy to do that. So when you go into ads and then audiences, you can start creating your audiences. Just like Facebook, you want to start creating your audiences as early as possible so they can capture that information. The sooner we capture that information, then your tags will get ready to be used. So they take about 24 hours when you create them. They take about 24 hours when you create them. So create them as soon as possible. They don't need to be done on day one, but I would create them as soon as you can create them. So I'm just going to go through, as you can see, and if you want to take a screenshot, take a screenshot. So I've got initiate cart, view page, add to cart 30, which is add to cart 30 days. So the past 30 days, who's added to cart, initiate cart. So if you initiated the cart but you haven't done anything, so it's kind of like, you've added it to the cart, you've initiated the checkout, and you haven't really done anything. So I've got those here, and then I've got the types. I've got act alike. So this will be somebody that will act like somebody who's done something already. So I've got my audience size is increasing. So if I use initiate, somebody who's initiated a cart, I want somebody who's going to act like that person. So this is how I would use my audiences in my ad campaigns. And we're going to go through that in a minute. So you can create as many of these as you like, and it's best to create as many, and then you can just use the ones that you want to use. You don't have to use all of them. You don't have to use any of them, but it's better to have them all created, and they have to go for a review with Pinterest. So create them and then just let Pinterest approve them, and then they just can fit here, and they will just collect the data. So when you're ready to use them, they are ready. Okay. So we're going to create one. So you just have to literally click on create. Let me move you guys out of the way so I can see. So you literally click on create. Sorry guys, I'm just moving things out of the way. And then you can click one for engagement, site visitors, which is people that's come to your site and they haven't done anything, and it tells you here, we target visitors to your website, and then you can create a custom list of however you want. So if you've got a custom list that you want to target, so for instance, your Shopify collects your emails, you can add it here. You can upload the CSV file and they can retarget. Pinterest can retarget those people if that's what you want to do. I personally don't do that because I have my retargeting already set up within Shopify. So I don't retarget um, directly using my email list. But if that's something that you want to do, you can do that here. And then if you want to find new customers, you want to have a lookalike. So it's definitely important to get some retargeted set up for act like customers and for your customers that you already had. You don't want to neglect people that already taken time out and come to your site already, because you want to try to re-engage them back into coming and purchasing whatever they want to purchase. So depending on what you're doing, you just fill out the form accordingly. So if you want to have an engagement list, you have add to cart, and then I always put on a date like 30 or 60 or 90. That just tells me this one is for anybody to add it to the cart in the last 60 days or the last 90 days, whatever the number is. Here, you can put a description, so you can type that in if you want to. And then you can put in your, if you want a pin ID or campaign, I keep it at the pin level, and then you just select which website. So you have your two websites which you would have claimed, and you just keep it at whichever the www one, not the Shopify one, and then you just press create. Same as site visitors, you just add in your add to cart or page visitor or initiate. Or if you want to do purchase, you can do purchase. You can put that in here as well, and then you just say pin tag, select the pin tag, and then that's all I do, and then just press create. With the act to like, because you've done the engagement, so you want to say, make sure you put act to like, add to cart or page view, or however you want to label it, because this is your file instruction. And then you just pick one of the lists that you've created already. Does that make sense, guys? Let me know if that makes sense. Put something.
Angela,
yeah.
Angela, if you haven't create an audience already, what do you put there?
So if you haven't created an audience, you just go to create audience. And you want to create an engagement audience first, so you can do add to cart. So you can do add to cart the last 30 days, 7 days. I think Joey does 1, 3, 5, 7, 30, 60, 90, and 180. Those are his audiences. You can create all of them if you want to, or you can pick. I just do 30 days. So you just do your add to cart, you add your description in that, in that box if you want to. You don't have to add it in. And then you just pick the website and then create.
Yeah, it's the other one that you were showing that you said you just select from here if you've got your pin ID already. But if you haven't got ID, do that section.
Oh, you cut out for me. Sorry, I didn't get all of that.
No, so this one is fine, because sometimes you have on the, so when you show it the first time, it already had your pin ID that you just select where you said view some page view, and it has a number already. But if you don't have that created already, what do you put in that section?
Oh, you're talking about in this section?
I think, is it this one? Go ahead. Go ahead.
Is it that section you're talking about, your pin ID?
Yeah, no, I think you've moved on to something else. You've moved on. It's fine. It's fine. You move on to something else. It's not that.
Oh. Are you talking about the conversions part?
I think where no. You were on this same section where we're doing the audience. And I think you move on to the next one to say page view or site visit. And when you, yes.
Okay. So you talking about the pin tag?
Exactly.
So you would have created your pin tag from conversions. So you create your pin tag first and connect it to your Shopify.
Oh, I see. I see.
And this is your pin tag here.
Oh, okay.
But once you've created it, and it's really simple to create it, let me see. If I go to this one, so I've got two ad accounts. This is my ad account. So let me see this one. So this one doesn't have a pin tag. So you
Okay,
should
yeah.
have a page like this. It says get started. You press get started. You put in your website.
Mm-hmm.
So what is it? Kitty to cutie. Oops. .com, and then it would say check. So it knows it's a Shopify site, and then it will tell you the instructions to do. I don't want to create it because I've just had a nightmare switching it over. So, but just follow the instruction, and it's really simple. It will take you back into Shopify. You should have had the Pinterest account attached. Let me show you. Um, so you have this. If you haven't got this already in Shopify, just go to your sales channel and add Pinterest.
I've got that. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
already connected.
So you can do it either way, and you can either do it from Shopify and connect Pinterest, or you can go from Pinterest and connect Shopify. It really doesn't matter which way you do it, 'cause it's the same process.
Okay.
And it will
That's
give you both ways, will give you the tag, and it does it automatically. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. But you must set up your pin tag first.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, but will this video be shared tomorrow or the next day? I will do my best to share it tonight once it's loaded because I'll be up a little late tonight. So I will do my best to share it tonight. Where was I? Audiences. So that's really it with audiences, guys. Once you've created your audiences, and if you want to advance on from the £1 method, then we will go into creating. Oh, let's see, this is the wrong store. Let me go back to Kitty Kitty. So, yeah, so once we've created our audiences, and it's literally just create, and then I've got engagement one, site visits, and act alike. If you look in my list, that's the ones I have. And that's the ones when I was on the phone with my Pinterest ad manager. That's the ones we set up together. So you guys, I don't know if you guys got a screenshot of this yet, but make sure you take a screenshot of this and just set up this ad cart, initiate cart, and page view. You can have loads in here. You don't have to just have these ones. You can have loads in here. I'm just going to delete that one. I don't want that one there. Okay, so once you've done that, we can go in, create our ads. So to create our ads, we wouldn't really go into create, because this is, if we're going to create ad, we're going to really just go into create it the quick, simple way. But I wanted to show you reporting. Okay, we'll do it this way. So you can go into create ads here, and it's very similar setup with Facebook. So it will always default to driving traffic, because Pinterest really wants you to just drive traffic. It's not really doing conversions. That's more of an add-on. It's more of a traffic driving system, where Facebook is more of, they can get you sales. Pinterest can get you sales. It just takes a lot longer. But because it takes longer, we're not really interested in traffic. We want sales. So we will always go to conversion. So what you can have in your campaign, you can have one campaign, and in each campaign, you can have up to 4 ad groups. Okay, just like we have multiple ad groups in Facebook, which we call ad sets. In here, we call them ad groups. So you just really follow the page down. So I always start here. So you want conversions, and then you don't necessarily need to name it right now. So if you don't know the product or the category you're gonna um, tag it is, it's fine because it gives you a name. It tells it's a conversion. It gives you your time and it gives you your date. So you can just leave that for now because only you're gonna see it. You make sure it's always on active. You don't really want to pause it. And you always want to have a daily budget, not a lifetime budget. Now, this is where I do run my 333, or you can run £20 or £16 a day of what you want to do. Now, the reason why I say run it a day, because with Facebook, we're running the budget per an ad set. But with Pinterest, we can't do it per an ad set. We have to do it for the whole campaign. So if each ad set we would do 333, you just add up your ad set and then do an overall budget. So it would be about £15 a day, because it's normally about £16 a day. We let it run the first day on Facebook, kill 2 or 3 of the ad sets. We're running about 5 to 7 ad sets. We'll kill half of them and then we'll let the rest run. Similar process to this. So we'll run it the first £15, and then the following day we're killing some of the ads that we are not performing. Okay. So you can, if you do 333, it's going to be across the whole ad set, which is not going to be enough money. So you need a minimum of £10 to £15 a day, but it's not every day because we're just going to let it run the first day. Okay. And then we can press continue, and then it takes us into the ad group. Again, if you don't know what you want to call your ad group, because at this point we don't know what we're advertising, so you don't have to name your ad group just yet. I will go back and update my ad group once I've selected the pins that I want to add. I go back and then I rename it. Here we're picking our target audience. So we've got 2 ways. We can reconnect with users, or we can find new users, or we can create our own users. I would definitely play around with all 3 of these settings and see which one works for you, because then you know which one you can start retargeting. Once you've got your audiences, it asks you, do you want to have an act alike, or you can create a list, or you can select one ready for you. So I would say I've got 4 million act alike I can go for. I always go for the highest one. So these are all ready to use. They take a few days before they're ready to use, but they're increasing numbers all the time. So I always pick the biggest one, and I like add to cart, so I always go for add to cart. There's no right or wrong, so you just select which one you think is appropriate for you. And then you come into keywords. So you can use keywords if you're going to select an audience. If you're going to select an audience, I've been told it's best not to use keywords. If you're not going to have an audience, so if you want to say go and find whoever you want, based on your keywords, then you can just come in here and add in keywords. So your keywords should be based off when we was looking in the conversion, in the other tab where it was telling us our audiences. It was telling us our age, what age we're looking at, where they're from, what their interest is. That should be your tags, because those are the people that are looking, and you could pick as many as you like or as little as you like. But I normally go for the top 5, and it doesn't matter that they're not relevant to the products you're going to select. These are the keywords that are driving people to your site. in the first place. Okay, so you can just pick what you think. So I know one of them was parent, so you can just type in, or you can filter down. Let me just show you the filters, how they work. So this is the top level filters, guys. So if you select animal, it will include everything, okay, down in here. But if you go to the sublet level and they have a number and an arrow, that means they've got other interests. And if you select that one, now animal just becomes animal and pet supplies, and now it will take all of these keywords. And if you see, I don't know if anybody noticed, but then your potential audience size gets narrower. And if you decide you want to go to dog supply, so maybe you've got a dog product that's specifically for dogs, you can really niche down into dog supply, and then it's got one more which is dog kennel, so you can really go down to just dog kennel. So you've gone from animals, so all the animals, right down to you're looking for anybody with just dog kennels. So really depends on what product you are advertising. You can either niche down, or you could just stay at a high level and have everything that you to do with animals. So just wanted to make sure you guys understand how that bit works. So it depends on what you're advertising. You know it's going to be specific for dogs or cats. You can niche right down to that specific thing. Or if you're not sure, you can go broad. Or you could just type in here. It will bring up anything that's related to dog, and the more you can see the different levels that it goes down into. Okay. So you can have keywords, but what I would say, you don't want to have both. You don't want to have an audience list and keywords. It's one or the other. Okay. Does that make sense, guys? Let me know if that makes sense. Because I think I was a bit waffly there. Let me know if that makes sense. Are you guys still there? Is everyone falling asleep?
We're still here. We're still here.
Okay,
Uh,
because once again, it's you.
a little bit of that just went, "Ooh," but it's okay. Once we start doing it, it'll make sense.
No, I don't want it to go over your head. So let me know which part of it went over your head, because I don't want it to be going over your head, because it's really not that complicated. So let me see.
No,
Um,
it's just the last bit of it where you were saying to move on your select. Yes, that bit we said interests or list regarding if you have, yeah.
Okay, so if you've got an audience list and you use your audience list, you've asked them, you've asked Pinterest to you look for anybody who's added to your cart in the last 30 days.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't really need keywords, because it's gonna go out and look for anybody that's added in your cart in the last 30 days. And if it's a act alike, if those people that's already added to your cart in the last 30 days, they're going to find people that act like that person. Okay.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
So you don't need keywords, because it's already got it's got its instructions already. So it will, if your, how can I say, if your keywords don't match your act alike, it will confuse the algorithm.
Okay.
So you
Okay.
don't need both. So you either want your audience list or you want your keywords. Now there's a way to do both. You can create the same ad, which we're going to, when we'll get to it, and have one with act alike and one with keywords, and see which one does the best for you.
I'm with you. I got it.
Yeah. Okay. But you don't
Thank
want to
you.
have both on the same list. So you either have keywords on your list, or you have an audience, a selected audience list.
Okie dokie.
Okay, cool. Daily budget. What, Emmanuel, what do you mean about daily budget?
Yeah, sorry, Angie. So you've put that your 333 method. Is that the spend for the at campaign level or at group level?
You can only spend at campaign level. So
Okay.
you can go back and edit it. What I normally do, I just start it at 333 and then I decide how many ad groups I want to have in. So each ad group will be 333, because if you had 333 and 4 ads, that's not going to be enough coverage for it. So it's per an ad group. So when I normally start setting this up, I start it at 333, then I go back. Once I've created all my ad groups, I add up how much that's going to be, and then I will change it to, I round it up to about £15. Okay. And then that £15 will be for everything for the whole day. So it will spend £15 a day.
Okay.
Which
Yeah, that makes sense.
It sounds a lot, but when you do the same method in Facebook, because you run about 5 ad campaigns on 333 each, so it adds up to about £16. So it's similar price.
Okay. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Thank you.
Okay, cool. All right, so we've done the interest. So the demographics, again, depending on your audience, so you would have looked at your audience size, who's looking at your site already. You can leave it as all genders, or you can pick it specifically for those key people that already come into your site. Me, I tend to just leave it as all genders because I don't want to discriminate anybody, because even though my 45 to 55 ad group is less than 5%, there's still people in here that come along, so they might buy it, you never know. So I don't tend to really change anything here except for location. So depending on when you set up your Pinterest, it will default to your location. So my one is all UK locations, but I like to change this to US and US territories. So I just pick all of these. And then it will change to 2 countries, 5 regions. I don't do postcodes because it's everywhere. So I always change it to that. And then languages, I pick all languages because there will be English speaking people in all countries. Okay. And I pick all devices because I don't limit it to whatever device you're on. And that's basically it, guys. I don't really do much else on that. Okay. And then we've got our budget, we've got our tags, so we know the conversion tags. I always set this to checkout because that's the highest level you can do in Pinterest. Where we select purchase in Facebook, that's the high. We want people to get to the purchase part. In Pinterest, the highest level is checkout. If you don't have checkout and you've only got add to basket, then just select add to basket. Once somebody's purchased from your site, this should be unlocked. Okay. You can I always keep it as automatic, but you can play around and put custom in here if you want to, but I don't do that. I always just let Pinterest decide how to spend my money based on the criteria I've given it above. And then we come to the fun part, add in your pins. So you can add a maximum of 7 pins, okay? And they do not need to be in the same category or the same style. They can be absolutely any pins you like. So that's why we don't name our conversions or ad groups at the beginning, because sometimes I haven't decided what I want to advertise. So you can add, make sure you make a note of that, guys. You can have 4 ad groups, maximum 4 ad groups in one campaign, and a maximum of 7 ads in one ad group. Okay, I hope that makes sense, guys. So if we're going to have 4 ad groups and we're going to have 7, you don't want the same products. So that is up to you how you want to add it. However you've laid out your Pinterest. So here, I'm laying it out in categories, in collections like my store. So I would tend to, not always because I mess around with it, add like maybe if I had 7 girls' shoes, I would have 7 different types of shoes in here, and I'll mix it up with baby shoes, girls' shoes, and boys' shoes. Then I will have another ad group for for toys. So I'm just going to go into my baby store and just add 7, and it's literally click, click. You guys are in the way. Let's see. And then click. There's a little box down here. Sometimes you can't see it. So how many have I got? 5, 6, and then okay, that's that. And that is my ad done. So I've selected my ads. And then I just click the little arrow at the bottom, and because it's already got the links to my store, so whether your store is connected to Shopify, you've already put these posts in, and it has the destination link in there already. So I don't do anything else other than check that I've got the correct ones. So you can have 5 to 7. If you don't want to have all 7, you can just have 5. It's up to you. But you have 5 to 7 pins, and then you can click publish if you're happy with everything. Okay. You can duplicate. So if you go over to here, this is when I start duplicating. You can duplicate up to 10 groups, but it's recommended that you just do 4. So you can do up to 10, but I don't ever do more than 4. You can click 4, and then just like how you duplicate in Facebook, all your settings are the same. All you've got to do then come in and just switch them out. I'm not going to do all 4. I'm just going to do 1 just to show you. So you press duplicate. So I've got a duplicate one now. So it says copy 1. Everything is the same. You can switch out your keywords, and then you can remove your pins and put in fresh pins, because you don't really want to have the same ones unless you want to do the same ones and do a split test. You just remove them and then put in new ones. And then you've created your campaigns. The only other thing I do after that is then I name it. So I would say baby store 1 or something. So I just try to see what collection I have and then try to name it that. So put baby store 1, go to the original one. This is the original one. So baby store 2, baby store 2. And that's really it. So we've got our duplicate, we've got everything we need. So we've got, this is baby store 1, and this is baby store 1 and baby store 2. We've got everything. You can change if you want to, but you don't have to, because it's all in the same campaign, and you can do this up to 10 times. I don't do it up to 10 times, I do it 4 times, and then you just publish. I'm not going to publish this one because it's not what I want to advertise. But do you guys have any other questions?
Yeah, I have a question, Angie. What we are really saying then is, just so I get this clear, it's possible to do 10 times, but if you're only doing 4 ad groups, are you saying you can do 7 pins per ad group? So
yes,
you're really talking for one campaign with a potential of 28 pins?
Yes.
Okay, I've been doing it wrong then. Thank you.
So this is another way, because the way I taught you the first one is just to publish it on £1. So this one is a bit more advanced level of how to do it.
Okay.
So you can do this, and it does work out cheaper. You're spending £15 a day, but you could easily spend £15 a day if you're clicking on 15 different, if you're promoting 15 different items.
Sure. Yeah.
So this is one of the advanced ways of doing it. If you want to have more targeting of certain, if you like the original way I showed you, it's just to get your things out there.
Okay, so this is more advanced. Okay, yeah, I see what you mean. This is just so powerful. Thank you so much.
No worries. And then the last thing I want to show you is reporting. Okay, they always changing something in here. So reporting will tell you, once you've created your campaigns, I don't know if I've got any campaigns. Okay, once you've created your campaigns, don't be panicked if you see 00. It's like, oh my God, I haven't done anything. It's your date range, okay? Just change your date range and then you will see it. Sometimes it's not spent any money because it's not attracting to anybody, so you haven't spent any money, which is fine because then you haven't lost anything. You can just close it down or go and edit it to make it more attractive. This one account, actually, I haven't really got much in it because this is my daughter's account. Let's do this. So click off this on conversions. One active, so click off, which is one active, yeah, approved. Okay, let me close you guys down. Okay. So you want to have your conversion window. So this is just really on reporting, but you don't want to be waiting 30 days for you to make sales. You want to make sales as soon as possible. So the ideal number will be 777, okay, after 7 days. So after 7 days of promoting, you want to see what your stats are. So you can look on 30 days, but that's like a whole month you got to wait. And we really wanted to capture people after 7 days and start targeting them. And I know our audiences are saying 30 days, but that's a bigger net than 7. We want to really drill down, like every week, every 7 days, what our 7 days look like. So we can then ramp up and target those people. So the overall thing is 30 days, but to do the analysis, we want to do it on 7. So it's 7 days after they've done anything, okay? So if your one is set to 30, and you can look at both because there will be a difference. But I do look on both. I do 7 and I do 30 to look at my numbers. This is where you need to really get into your numbers. So I do all and then approve, apply. Let me see. So I don't really have much on this one. This one, I haven't really done anything on my daughter's one, but I don't run campaign from this page. I do it the way I just taught you. If you click on campaign here, it will take you to that page. I just don't do it from here. But the layout is almost identical as Facebook, where you've got how much you spend, the results, your CPCs, your impressions, your CTRs, and it just keeps going and going. If you just scroll across, you've got your limit of £2, when you started, when you ended it, and so on and so on. You can customize these tables. I don't customize it, I just leave it as it is. So it's up to you if you want to go and play around with it and find out what's your numbers. But most of the time, I'm still looking at my ROAS, I'm looking at my CTRs, I'm looking at my clicks, and that's mostly on here already. And I know my budget already. So, oh God, what did I do? Let me go back to reporting. Sorry, guys. Cancel, I don't want that. Go back to reporting. So reporting will really tell you what's happening on your store. So let's just go back. So the last thing I wanted to show you, so you have your campaign, you have your ad groups, you have your ads. You can store your keywords as well. So you can build up a list of keywords that are working for you or may not be working for you. And just like, that's like Facebook, you just click on it and then you can edit. You can pause, archive, you can see the history, you can click on your ad group. Over time, you'll get loads of ads in here, and then you can edit your ad group. So this is the 2 ad groups to that one campaign. You can go and edit from here, and it will take you to the page to go and edit. And then you can drill down, you can see the individual pins. You see the individual pins and then what the results are, just like Facebook. So I'm not 100% sure why this one, so I have to look into it because I don't even know what this one is, to tell you the truth. I'm not 100% sure why it's not spent, but it hasn't cost me any money. And sometimes it goes like that. So don't be too alarmed if, you know, you've put one out and it's not really spending any money on it. Just need to go in and figure it out, and either I tend to just cancel it and then just redo another one and just put them in a different order. It might just be, you know, there's so many different reasons why somebody's not looking at that pin, and it's not worth my time to sit down and study why they're not doing it. Because if I go back to my business hub, I know they are clicking on their pin, they're just not clicking on that pin for that ad, if that makes sense. Because this pin is going to be out, it's on my page, it's going to be out all the time, it's organically, people are going to come to it, and they're going to come to it paid. This is the paid version, so maybe they just didn't like the paid version, but they actually like the organic, finding it for themselves. So there's so many different reasons, and you know, we've got so much things going on. We don't want to be wasting time trying to sit down and figure out why people are not coming directly to my ad. I haven't spent anything, so I haven't lost anything. That's my view. But if you want to dig down, you can definitely dig down. I would also advise, if Pinterest has reached out to you, definitely jump onto their call, because I found that is very worthwhile. They do want you to spend money, so they will not suggest the free 33. They will ask you to spend a minimum of £15 to £20 a day, or more, depending on what your discussions are. So they are a business. Don't just remember that, but they do have a wealth of knowledge to get things going for you. So do we have any other questions? Because that's all you need to know so far on Pinterest and running your ads, and getting things going. So let me stop sharing my screen. Okay. Awesome. So Lavinia, are you still here?
I am.
Okay. Sorry, I took longer.
No, do you know what? It's been a really great session.
Thank you. So I hope you guys got a lot out of that one, and I didn't go too fast for you guys.
It was amazing. Thank you.
No worries, no worries. Do we still want to go over Etsy?
I do, but I don't know if the others are. They gotta jump off. I don't mind.
Do you want to quickly go over Etsy? Do we want to do that quickly?
Guys, anybody need to go over Etsy apart from Nasilia?
Yeah, could you? Yeah, I'd like you to go over it as well.
Any particular aspect?
Not really. If you can just go from just very quickly, just to make sure that what I've set up is actually correct. Yeah.
All right. Can I get host and share screen?
Okay.
Okay.
Let's see, which one am I open on? Bear with me a moment. Get off. Okay, so this is the store we set up the other day. So it is so simple to set up, guys. When you need to obviously register for an account. Okay, so register for your account. That's the person, just a regular buyer's account, and then they will allow you to sell. Okay, so in order for you to create your store, you have to have a listing. They won't let you publish your store or go live until you create a listing in there. Now, let me drop a link in the chat just for those who don't have it. Hang on a minute, let me just grab this link here. So this is the link to Joey's resources, guys. Please do not share it. Where is it? Where am I can't find myself. Here we go. Okay, so this is Joey's link here. I'm going to share screen and just talk through everything that's on there quickly, and then quickly how you list something the quickest way possible. Okay. So this is his resource page. And guys, again, do not share this resource with anybody who is not in ECX. All right. So you've got all your ECX things up here. And then these are some helpful places where you can get creatives or amend or edit creatives. Okay. So Convertio is where you can convert files. So let's say you have a PNG file, and your customer maybe they've clicked on your link, they've purchased the file, and then they might send you a message saying, oh, thank you, it's great, I love it, but can I also have it in an SVG? You can just come in here, upload the file that you've got, and then convert it. Okay, so this is a DFX. I can now come in here, click SVG and convert. Okay, if someone does come in and do that, then you may want to just go ahead and create all the different file types just so, you have them ready for next time. Okay, so that's that link. You've got Creative Fabrica. I absolutely love this store. There are so many graphics, so many things in here that you can buy. There's also loads of freebies as well. You can show yours if you want. I believe Angela created a great SVG. Is that the one you sold?
No, I sold the Father's Day one.
Okay, yeah, the Father's Day ones are actually working well. If you haven't got around to that, I'm going to show you that in a moment, okay?
But I got one from here, a free one from here, and I've put it up on my site. It's getting good traction.
Yeah, I mean, you can buy any of these, you can amend them. Now, one rule I have with any file that I use, I always make it a little unique. Okay, so even if I use something from Canva, I will always put my own little spin on it. Okay, so if I'm creating something from here, I don't just simply use their graphics. I may type some, words on there or change the font or do something. If I buy something from Creative Fabrica, then I will switch it up just slightly, but just a tiny bit, just enough, as Joey says, to make it unique. Okay, so you have that, and those files are cheap as well. They're like £2, AEP, as cheap as chips. Place it, you can get mock-ups, but Joey has done some amazing mock-ups for us, so we don't need to. Canva, I show you that all the time, that I love to use. And these are just some other things. QR code generator, which I showed you on the session. Now, what I wanted to show you, and this is just for, I believe Nasilia hasn't been on recently. I hope you're feeling better. So we'll send some recovery blessings to you. I'm not going to take too long, guys, and I'm not going to go through the whole setup. But these are the templates that Joey has put together for us. On each of them, all you're going to want to do is click on them, and then you're going to press download. Okay, they do have a password on it, and I'm not going to be wicked tonight. The password is ECX 2022. Okay, do not share these files. All right, that's the third time. Do not share the files. Okay, so I've already downloaded all of these. Hello.
Apologies, Lavinia. I'm sorry.
So you frightened me then.
I realized that I'm muted. I'm so sorry.
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Okay, so these two are the latest ones that I'm playing around with. So Candy's template is a way of uploading files real quick. Okay, real quick. And I'm going to show you how to do that. Father's Day pack are just lots of designs, Father's Day designs that he's given us. All right, so let me show you how to get something up super quick. So how do we do it again? What you want to do, guys, is make sure you've created a template. And this is my pretend store. So well, it's not even a pretend store. I'm actually running ads on it. So it's not a pretend store, but it's the store that I've knocked together. Okay. Haven't made any sales on this one yet, but I'm anticipating the sales are on my other store. So it's coming. All right. So I'm just going to copy one. Okay. So I'm going to pretend that, say that again. I'm not sharing, am I? All right. It's getting late, guys. All right. Let me just show you what I just did. All right. So these are the listings on this store. Remember, in order to go live, you will have to have one listing at least. Okay. So I'm just going to copy one of my listings here and just show you how simple it is. So this is almost like a template already. Now, these files Joey has done for you. Everything in Candy's templates are these here, okay? Obviously not the QR code, that you will have to do yourself. I haven't got a recording on that, have I? No, but it's fairly simple. Anyone can help.
You did it on your session yesterday.
Yes.
Yesterday. You did it on your session yesterday.
All right, so QR code is not too difficult to do, but everything else is in there, okay? And what we're doing is we're just packing them out. We're just filling them. Etsy tends to favor you if you have lots of images or lots of files in your listing, okay? They also favor you if you have a video. So all of this he's given us. So all I want you to do is download that Candy's templates and also download the Father's Day while you're at it. And go ahead and create your template, okay? You can put them in any order. You know, obviously download 1, 2, and 3, make sure they're in the right order, but these ones, you know, they're just fillers, guys, okay? And then I have 2 images that I have. You can use 1, but I'm being extra and I've got 2. So let me show you how I'm gonna do it quickly, and I'm gonna just knock one together super quick. Let's just see which one I haven't done yet. I'm not sharing again, am I?
You're not now, yeah.
Hang on a second. I just want to see what folders I've got. Let's see. Hang on. Give me a sec, guys. I'm just looking in my folders for an SVG. So what do we want? We've got that. We've got that. Bless Study. Okay, let's do Bless Study. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up my Canva. If you guys have got time, this is going to probably take about 5-10 minutes, okay?
You're not sharing. And girls got her hand up.
I can't with this. I can't with this.
What's your question? Wait, before you go, what's your question, gal?
Go for it.
Hi, guys. I noticed when I was uploading yesterday that Etsy doesn't like SVG files. Did
it turn it black?
Yeah.
That's because it's got no background on it. So through trial and error, I've learned that. I was wondering, why's my file black? It's because it's got a transparent background. The SVG, the transparent SVG file, those are the ones to be sent to your customer. Okay? The ones that we're uploading, I'm just going to show you this one here. This is my actual Etsy store. Okay, guys? Don't go in here and mess with all my metrics though, because I'm running ads. So I won't be happy if you lot start clicking on my listings. Okay. Remember, it's a bit like Facebook. You're paying per click. Do not come in here and click on this. All right. So let's say this one's selling as well. Okay. So let me just show you. So these 2 files here that I put it. Oh. Is there anyone on this? Oh, okay. So this file here, this is an SVG file. Okay, all I did was come and upload it into Canva and slap the watermark thing over it, but I didn't make the background transparent.
Right.
So it shows fine. The
Okay.
ones that the customer are going to get, those are the ones, the original ones that are in the file folder. Now, those ones are transparent so that when they load them in their machine, it works how it works. The reason why I come in and do the whole Canva thing is for the simple fact I can't upload the transparent background ones. All right, so let's go for it. If you don't have Canva Pro, guys, then I don't think this feature is available for doing custom sizes, but you can literally do anything, any size. If you upload something that is smaller than 2000 by 2000, you will get a little warning sign, but they still will run it, okay? Just as a note. All right, so as I said, if you don't have Pro, do not worry too much. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload, I'm only going to do one, okay? I'm going to do the Blessed Dad one. Where's it gone? Was there two? Okay, so that file by itself would have been uploaded and sent to your customer, okay? But on this, we're not going to make it transparent, as I said. And so it's going to show as a PNG, a picture, just a plain old picture. Okay, let's make that a little bigger. And there is no perfect way of doing this, by the way. Where is my watermark? And the reason we put the watermark over it is to make it a bit more difficult for those shysters to rob us and copy our designs.
Where do you get the watermark from, Lavinia? The
watermark is going to be in these resource packs, okay? You're going to have to download them. Okay. I would just download, I probably would download all of them, guys, okay? I have them already. So mock-up templates is this. Let me show you. All these things here that you see, those are mock-ups, okay? And I'm going to show you how to use that in a moment as well. As I said, if you've got 5 minutes, hang around. So that's mock-ups. One is these t-shirts, mugs, cushion covers. And then he has this one here, mock-ups latest templates, which is, he's gone back into Placeit for us. He's such a lovely man, and he's given us these. Okay, so this is the latest ones. If you want to, they have videos and all sorts, okay? Mock-ups are simply where you put the file on top of an image and make it look as if somebody's using or wearing that image, okay? So if you want the video ones, then you can go ahead and go to Placeit and purchase them, but he's done the hard work for you. The watermark, I believe it's going to be either going to be in mock-up templates 1 or ECX product bundle, okay? That watermark.
Thank you.
So I'm just going to download this image. That's going to be my first one, and I'm going to leave this alone, okay? I don't want it to be transparent. This is not what the customer gets. This is what they see. And if they're interested, then they can click buy and get the real template. So let's see what mockup do I want to use? What do I want to use? Do I want a mug, or should we put it on his shirt?
Just put it on his shirt.
Yeah. Let's do a white one. Which one, guys?
One of the shirts.
Which one? Boy or girl?
Boy.
One white one.
Okay, there we go. So all I'm gonna do, and these are really funny sizes.
He cut off his head. Yeah,
it's really ridiculous the way these ones are done. Yeah, these are some funny what do you call them? What do you call them? I've lost my words. I'm tired, guys.
You're gonna lose the shirt then.
Yeah, I don't really want to lose. Do you know what? I'm okay with losing a little bit of the little boy's head, okay? So there's my file that's come back in front. If it doesn't come back in front, then just click position and bring it forward, okay? So this is a mock-up. You're just showing the person who wants to buy this, you're showing them how it will look if they happen to put it on a shirt. If you really wanted to go all out, you could put it on a mug, you could put it on a cushion, you can put it on whatever you want. A mock-up is just to show them how it looks. Okay, we've also got the video in there. All crafters, they know how to use this stuff. We do not need to tell them how to do this. Boy, that. Okay, and don't laugh at my my file naming. There we go, and my listing is almost ready. I'm just going to upload those 2 pictures. So let me stop sharing, because every time I switch, this thing plays around with me. Where are we? All right, so I'm going back to Etsy. Where are you? All I'm going to do is get rid of, what have you done? I don't want that. So I'm just going to get rid of this and get rid of this. And I'm just going to add the 2 that I just created. Now with these files, guys, if you feel like amending them, if you feel like making them your own, then feel free and do that. If I have a bit more time, I can do that, but it's late. I'm tired, guys. Okay, so I am just going to pop those up there. And Gail, you may want to pay attention to this, because I said yesterday to just adjust your thumbnail so that everything shows. This is what I meant by that, okay? If you look down there, you'll see adjust thumbnail. You know, you can make it bigger, smaller, you can move the file around. So just move yours around so that the top of your file isn't cut off. You want to display it as best as possible.
Okay, cool.
Right.
I was trying to get everything in.
Yeah, I know. It gets a bit tedious. But what I want you all to do is to create your templates. Okay, just create one, and I'm going to show you in a minute how to do it and make it not active. Okay, I have just literally copied one that is active already, and I'm going to amend it and publish it and whatnot. But have something that's like this, that is ready to go, where you just add your either 1 or 2 pictures in. And remember, you don't need to do this mock-up. The whole point of Candy's templates is Joey tried to help us do this as quickly as possible. His way was kind of long. Okay, make sure you add your picture in, and that picture is also, sorry, not picture, this video is in Candy's templates. You want to make sure you come in and name it. What's this one called? Bless Daddy.
Lavinia, you know the video, is that like a generic video that can go on everything?
Yeah.
That can be in the template one.
It's a generic video. All it is just a video showing people how to do it, you know, all the different ways that they could use it. It doesn't have any logos or anything on there. If you want to slap your logo on, feel free to do that. But I have just uploaded it just as it is. Okay. All right, so I'm going to name it. And you need to remember, this whole listing is full of keywords. Okay, people are going to be searching for, let's say somebody's searching for maybe they're searching for Father's Day gifts. Okay, they don't know the name of my file, Bless Daddy. So I'm making sure I'm going to have lots of little keywords all throughout this that is going to hit people's searches. Okay, so we've named it. You don't need to put the whole Father's Day thing in there, but I do anyway. I'm not sure what version I'm going to give them, so I'm going to take out the SVG there. Make sure it says that you created it. If you don't say that, they'll give you problems, okay? So make sure when they say who created this, I did, it's a finished product and you've created it now, okay? The category is going to be digital. Okay, when you type in digital, it's going to give you this as a category. I don't bother with primary colors. Now, you don't have to select this, but I did. So I've got inspirational saying, love and friendship, and phrase and saying. You don't have to tick it, it's just optional. Celebration is Father's Day. you can leave this blank or just do as I did with anniversary. Make sure here you do your listing as manual, because what will happen is they will automatically come in and relist it after 4 months. And let's say you had, I don't know, 10,000, files, imagine they just renewed all 10,000 of those. Remember, you are going to be charged. I know it's only 16 pence, but someone do the math for me. I can't do it. 10,000 times 16 pence.
A lot.
Not money that I want to pay. Okay. So just keep it on manual. I like to have control of when I do that. I don't know. Maybe after 4 months, I don't want to have it in there. I want to have the choice though. Okay. Make sure you also select digital. If you don't select digital, then you get all these postal options. I couldn't work out what had happened. I was like, oh my gosh, this looks so different from what Joey did, but no, just make sure you select digital. If you select physical, you're going to get a whole different, you get a whole different delivery, and we don't want that. They are not getting anything delivered. It is just a digital download.
Vinya, I also noted that they added 60p onto the listing. Is that normal?
Yeah, I don't know what that is. I'm guessing maybe that's their cut.
Okay.
I'm not sure how that all works. I think that's definitely a question for Joey. I just do the whole putting it together. I ain't fully got we ain't got all the ins and outs yet. But I'm guessing that's towards their fee.
When you said that you're running ads on it, listing it, is that separate to running ads on it?
Yeah, I'm running £1 a day and it doesn't even spend the whole pound.
Okay.
I think I've been running ads on this store and I don't believe I've even spent £3 on it yet. It doesn't, even though you put £1, it doesn't spend the whole pound. Remember, you're paying per clicks. If no one clicks, you're not paying. So do I need to change any of these? So these are your tags. Again, this is a way for people to find it. So I'm going to leave this alone. I'm not going to change it, but you've got 13 tags, guys. Be creative. Another thing I do sometimes is I will Google some tags. Okay. There's a site I use, Father's Day tag. I know it says hashtags, but I tell you what, I love what it does. Okay. Look at this. You could literally copy the whole list and put that in and just pick out the ones you want. I know it says hashtags, as I said, but they really work well as tags too. All right, so that's just an idea for you if you can't think of anything. If you're doing something that you don't know about, we find ways to get information. Okay.
That's a great tip.
Yeah, I did that for the others and it really worked well.
What is that? Can you drop the site again? So best hashtags.
Yeah, I just came across that by accident, but I think it's such a great way of just.
Can you post that in the WhatsApp group as well, please?
Yeah. Let me do that now. Otherwise, I will forget. Where are we? There we go. All right. Am I running a sale on this store? I think I am. I may play around with the price. I'm not sure if I'm going to leave it at that. If I've got I believe I've got a 60% discount across the whole store. So if that is the case, then this will be sold for like £2 something, which is cool. And I know, guys, it seems like tiny little money, but these things will amount up to great amounts after a while. And it's not like it's work that you have to do. Okay, you are not doing any work. Once all I've done is spent this few minutes creating this. Joey's already done the work for us. I am now going to just go in the files that Joey gave us. I'm going to pick which 4 I want to give them. And there is one that doesn't work so well. So I'm going to leave that one alone. Yeah, those are the 4 I'm going to give them. And that's it, done. Publish. And that's your listing up and running. Okay. You can create a draft one. Well, hang on. If you've got one in there already, then just copy it as I did, but just make sure that you don't publish it. And that will be your template. Call it template so you know what it is. All right, but yes, that is your listing up, ready to go. Let me just double check and make sure my sale is still working. And I will also show you just 2 minutes about the ads. Sorry, give me a second. I just want to make sure this discount is running. Is it running? Tester 6, yes, it is. I do want to edit it and make sure that new one is in there. Okay. All these things to move out the way. Okay, so that is now included in my sale. And I'm not going to run another ad, but I will show you how to do it. So you go into the sidebar, click marketing, click Etsy ads. And I'm literally just running £1 a day ones.
Wow,
okay?
look at that.
What I will do, so I've just hit £3. Okay, and I have actually made sales on the other one from the same £1 a day. Okay, I'll actually show you. Same £1 a day I'm running on this site here. And what Joey does, I think he was talking about, so I've had orders on this one. I've spent £3. Okay, so even though I've got £1 a day, it's been running for longer than 3 days. It doesn't, oh, you guys can't see, can you? Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's been running for more than 3 days, but I've only spent £3. Okay, you're only paying per clicks. This one is not like Facebook. They are not rushing out to spend your money, which I like. Okay. So very easy to set your ads up. Where am I gone? Very, very easy. Just click on the side for marketing. Click Etsy ads, and then it's going to give you options of, so on one store, the other store, it only gave me the option to do £1 or $1 a day. It did not give me any other options. This store, however, gave me the option of doing either £1, sorry, I'm saying pound, but it's dollars, $1, $5. Can't remember what the third option was, but I chose $1. If you want, you can up that. Joey was talking about this whole surfing thing that he does, where he increases the budget. That I'm not going to do yet. I'm going to just run it for a couple of days, see how it works, and then maybe I will bump it up to £5 a day. Okay. And that is that. That is all.
Can I just add?
Yeah.
If any, you guys, there's an app. So last night, I created my sales while I was in bed, 2 o'clock in the morning. Like, I went on the app. It looks exactly like your store. You can run your store literally from your app. So if you download Etsy, log in.
Oh yes, I've got that as well.
And you can like monitor, all your stats and everything. You can create those sales that Lavinia just showed you. So you can do this on the go.
Can you also tell them that the ka-chings, yeah. I don't want to have to say this, but the ka-chings actually sound better than Shopify.
It does. That was amazing.
Do they not sound better? They actually sound a bit more.
Sound good.
I don't know. I don't know that. Yeah, if you put them in a competition together. Oof.
I think next week we will go over a little bit more and like go through the integrations and the add-ons that you can add. We'll go a little bit deeper, but we're still shooting for 0 to 50 sales for this this challenge, this boot camp. So I do want you guys to not focus on your Shopify, because this is just another shop. You're a multiple shop owner now. We've got a Shopify shop and an Etsy shop. Okay, so it's not one over the other. They are both equally important. So please do not like think, okay, let me just drop my Shopify, I'm just going to concentrate on Etsy. No, this is another stream of income for you. It's not either or. Okay, I just really want to, because I know everyone's at the moment, the last 2 weeks, all about Etsy, which is amazing. I love Etsy. It's a nice new shiny thing, but you know, we spent a lot of time on Shopify. That is an amazing skill to have, and it's transferable, and you can have, we're women, we can have it all. Okay, we can have it all. We can have both of them, and we can learn to integrate them and make them work as one. So it's not any more effort for us to do. It's 2 streams of income. I just wanted to show you one more thing, and then we're gonna leave for the end the call. I wanted to
Gail's just placed her first ad. Well done, nice
amazing,
one.
amazing. Congratulations. So going back to Shopify, I found this app a few weeks ago, and I absolutely love it. It's free, and it does better than Tracker. It does absolutely way better than Tracker. And I don't know about you guys, so when I get people complaining, or where's my order, blah, 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 I have to go all the way into AliExpress and dig down to find out exactly where it is. You don't need to do that with this, because this is for free. It is, like I said, free. It has better stats than Tracker. It's much more easier to set up, and it gives you a lot more information. If you like, I'm geek, I like my stats and things like that, and where everything is. It tells you how many people are coming and actually looking at your link, who's doing the lookup. So it's like, okay, actually people are looking up, you know, their orders, etc. And it tells you a list of all your orders, and it goes back 60 days, I think. Goes back at least 60 days. So I've been using it for the last few weeks. It tells you your courier, the last events. It breaks it all down for you. So it tells you if they can't deliver it. So you don't know if they can't deliver it, because on Tracker, it just tells you it's pending, it's pending, it's pending all the time. But you don't know exactly where it is. It tells you if it's pending. It tells you if it's in transit. It tells you if it's delivered. It tells you if it's out for delivery. With who, so, and it gives you a really great update with your order, the tracking numbers, everything. So it's free. So just type in track123 and get it. I would recommend you, but you don't have to do it. But I thought I want to share this with you, and I've been meaning to share with you for the last few weeks, but I keep forgetting. So I love freeness. I like to save my coins, so as they say. So Tracker is like $9.99 a month, so that's $9.99 I can add onto my ads. Okay, so go ahead if you like that. It's Tracker123. It's very simple to set up, and I love it. So yeah, that's all I wanted to share with you guys.
Just laughing already. Gail's literally just running to go delete hers now.
100% I'm monitored.
Yeah, delete it, because why spend money when we can get this one for free, and it does better than the one that we was given. So just wanted to share that. I am actually looking into, because I know we've got abandoned cart as well. I can never pronounce the name, but I know Emmanuel has it as well. Is it Calivo? It's that automation abandoned cart, and it does SMM as well, which you have to pay for that. But the whole automation abandoned cart process, that app is for free. I'm still looking into that and figuring it out. Once I've got that figured out, I will let you know if it's worth having that or not. So, but yeah, because I don't want to be paying for apps I don't have to pay for, and there's a good free alternative. So,
That's amazing. Thank you. That's nice. Find as many of those free ones as possible, please.
Yeah, you know me, I'm about my coins. I like to save them. So that's it. So I hope you guys have enjoyed the Pinterest and Etsy. Lastly, we are coming to the end at the end of this month of Bootcamp. You guys are lucky because today, if nobody was on the call, they're getting kicked out. So you guys are safe, okay? And I have got a list of everybody that is on today. So you will see your fellow people being removed because they've been missing calls. So they will be kicked out. So just to let you know that. And with that said, I'm going to my bed because I'm knackered. So I will see you all in the WhatsApp group. Bye,
Good
everyone.
night,
Angie,
guys.
Good
Angie,
night.
sorry.
Yeah.
Is it being
Good night. Good night.
Good night. Who is that saying, Angie?
Jenny, sorry, is it going to be recorded? It's just I missed the beginning.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
had
Today
problems with-
it's recorded and I forgot to lock it. So you're lucky you made it on.
Yeah, no, I had problems with my electric earlier, so yeah.
Oh, never mind. Sorry. But yes, it's been recorded. So I will drop that in after I've removed everybody that's not supposed to be in there.
Perfect. Thank you.
All right,
Night,
then.
everyone.
Have a good evening. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.